quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the CFSL brought to you by PX1 Sports. Tonight, we're here in Lincoln, Nebraska, watching the Texas A&M Aggies take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We got clear skies, a light breeze, and 55 degrees here in Lincoln, Nebraska this evening. I am Valente Martinez, and I am joined by my broadcast partner and good friend, Caleb Allen. Caleb, how are you doing tonight?
You know, there's nowhere I'd rather be. I don't usually show up on Thursdays. I got told I'd be here with you, and I decided I'd suck it up for the night.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, tonight we're watching a Nebraska team that's faced a couple of top 5 teams over the past few weeks, and they've been getting closer and closer every time. What do they need to do to get over the hump and get a win tonight?
Just play their brand of football. That's what they got to do.
Looking to throw. Streets, he finds Weston for a 13-yard gain, getting out of bounds.
That's a good job by Streets to just survey the field, take his time, find the open man downfield. Great read.
Out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking to his right, he's got a man. Up for a 7-yard gain is Blue Hayes.
And that's great tackling by Brian James, who came up to finish the tackle. Kadarion Rivas took a stiff arm, but set James up to clean up the play.
A great play there, and Streets has a man in motion here. He takes the snap, looking for a screen. He's got his back, good blocking up front, and he gets past the line of gain. That's Jackson Hare for the first down.
And Josh Wade was just a tad late. He almost got there before Hare was able to cross that first down marker, but speed kills, and Jackson Hare has a ton of it.
And that he does. Looking for another wide receiver screen out to the right side. Brought down. Weston only got back to the line of scrimmage.
And Chad Kaler just sniffed it out. Both DBs on that side. One attacked the blocker, the other attacked the ball. Great job just getting the tackle. Let's not play the pick and give up a big play by missing.
And Streets looking to his right. He's got his tight end once again. That's Blue Hayes for an 8-yard pickup to bring up 3rd and 1.
And that's solid game tackling. Both Darion Rivas and Kendall Simmons both in on that play.
Yeah, great job. 3rd down coming up for the Aggies. 2 receivers to the left side. Streets looking to throw. He's got a quick guy right there. That's Blue Hayes once again for the first down.
And I love the effort from Chad Kaler there. He understood the situation. 3rd down, play the ball, just slightly missed. But it was Noah Eugene who came up with the tackle, preventing a bigger play.
An empty set here for Streets. Streets clean pocket. He's got a man again. I believe that is his tight end. Oh, it's actually the safety, Noah Radloff.
Hey, man, we got to do everything on the field. Cade expects everyone to do everything, and Radcliffe showing off that expectation right there.
3 receivers to the left. Streets looking to throw. Has a man to his left, and it's nearly picked off by Josh Wade.
And Josh Wade came so close to a big play early in this game. If they could have gotten off the field there, holding the Texas A&M to not just 0 but a turnover, would have been huge.
At that, it would have. Great drive so far by the Aggies, but a brought down for a loss is Jackson Hare. Boogie Matthews, the one making the stop.
Boogie Matthews was the one who got that tackle, but it was a great job by Kendall Simmons who attacked the inside of Hare. Because Hare could not bounce that outside quick enough. Made first contact, and you let your big DN clean it up.
And Streets looking to throw here. Pressure up the pocket. It's batted away by Chris Vasquez.
Great closing speed by the linebacker. Saw the ball in air, and everyone preaches air time in sports, and he closed that time in the ball. The ball was still in the air.
Brady Hansen on for a 37-yarder. It is up and it is good. A&M on the board first. Nebraska, they catch a little bit of a break and set up a touchdown. They hold the Aggies to 3. How would you grade that defensive drive for the Cornhuskers?
I think you got to love it. Every team comes out with a script at the start of every game. They know what the first few play calls are going to be. You're able to respond with a stop against this high-powered offense. That is what you love to see from your defense if you are Beard.
Well, on to the field comes Benjamin Lucier in the Cornhuskers offense. 3 receivers to the left. He hands it off to his back. That's Archer, and he gets lit up in the middle there.
And that time, it was Noah Radcliffe. The safety turned receiver decided to go back to safety for that play and remind everyone, yeah, I caught a ball last drive, but this is my side of the field.
And he's doing a great job to start this one, and solid 4-yard pickup to start this drive for the Cornhuskers. He hands it off once again to Archer up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a first down, move the chains.
And Dawson Downey was just a tad late on that tackle. Might have been able to get him down just shy, but didn't have the speed to close the gap and let Archer get it just to the first down mark.
Taking the handoff to Archer now, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 1. That's Anukar Reed.
And Reed did a great job on that read option. He saw Jurgen McGregor take away the run. And if you're going to take away the running back, I need to take the quarterback. Let's give the read option, no option.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Hands it off one more time to Archer. Another big loss for the Cornhuskers. That's Gage Xander Martell with his first tackle for loss of the night.
Gage Xander Martell is an absolute monster on the defensive line. I know he statistically hasn't shined like we usually see, but if you ask anyone, his impact is felt.
3rd and 14 for the Cornhuskers. Safety coming blitz. Lucier launching deep. He's got a man. It's Theo Petty for the first down.
That's where the danger comes when you blitz Nebraska. Lucier has a cannon, and the scariest thing when you have a big arm is you have a big speed receiver. Theo may not be the tallest guy, but if he runs in a straight line, that's not football speed, that's track speed they have out at receiver.
Yeah, you look at the height difference there. Dylan Miles 6'2", Theo Petty 5'8", and he's still able to come down with that one. Very impressive. Faking the handoff to Archer. He takes it himself. Lucier, a big game, but there's a flag down on the field.
Face mask. Defense.
It's going to be the face mask.
I was not ready for that. Usually we see a flag that late into a play. It's a dreaded flag. But the face mask, Nebraska feels great, especially because Lucier showed great vision on that run.
Yeah, great drive so far for the Cornhuskers. 3 receivers to the right. Archer in the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff. Lucier going to take it himself up the middle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Stay with the read option. They did not shy away. Texas A&M played it great one time, and Nebraska said, do it again. Okay, you didn't? Do it again. And just said, we're going to live and die by the read option.
I'll tell you what, it's not the best duo in the league, but it is a very scary duo. Lucier and Archer out of that backfield. You got to respect both of their abilities to take it with their legs. Lucier just shy of 400 yards on the season. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. So great job by the Cornhuskers to get this lead, and fast starts is what the Cornhuskers need if they want to stay ahead of the Aggies, as we see a good 32-yard return by Jackson Hare.
How will Texas A&M respond? Are they going to take this seriously and go get 7, or is Nebraska going to stay as a stalwart defense?
Streets looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Brennan Walsh for a nice 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1.
And Josh Wade, for a second, thought he was going to try to jump that ball, changed his mind, realizing he couldn't get there. And I love that mindset. Hey, I'm not making this play. Let's just go get the tackle.
3 receivers to the right. Streets, no little pressure in the pocket. He's going to sail that one out of bounds. 3rd and 1 coming up.
The offensive line wanted a chop block, thinking Streets was going to get rid of that ball fast. And he just held on to it too long, but Boogie Matthews was able to recover and make a play at the quarterback.
Well, Straight's looking to throw 3 straight passing plays. He's got his man up the left side. That's Brennan Walsh for another 13-yard pickup up past the midfield stripe and a first down.
And that's this great fight out of Walsh. Usually you think Eugene's a guaranteed tackle, and he got ran through but brought him down eventually.
3 receivers to the right. Fakes the handoff. It's a play fake. He's going deep again. He's got his man. That's Spencer Beatty for a 28-yard reception.
And this is the high-powered offense we expect to see from Texas A&M, where Nebraska is just one step behind right now. Every play, the guys are 1 yard away And Streets is just doing an outstanding job so far on this drive of finding the open man and putting it in a spot where only their receiver can get a hold of the football.
Beatty, one of the leading receivers here in the CFSL. They're going to hand this one off in the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 3. It's Tank Spikes.
And good swarm tackling by the A&M defense. Just everyone found ball, which is what coaches preach when it comes to tackling. Find the ball and figure out the rest.
2 receivers to the left. Hare in the backfield looking to throw. He's got his man over the middle. That's Blue Hayes once again for another first down.
And that's just a strong catch and a great job holding on to it. He had immediate impact from Noah Eugene and was able to play through it and hold on and gain the first down.
3 receivers to the left now. Streets looking to throw. He's got a man in the end zone, but the receivers got caught up on each other. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and it felt like a play where they had both guys. He could have thrown it to the corner and could have even lofted it and let one of them fight it for it.
That's Streets looking to throw once again. He's got his man underneath. That's Blue Hayes into the end zone for an Aggies touchdown.
Just couldn't wrap him up. You had a one-on-one opportunity, Hayes versus Vasquez. Hayes won that round, just powered his way through, showed great fight. Streets didn't want to throw short, settled because he saw a one-on-one and trusted his dude to make the play for him. Just a great response by Texas A&M.
I'll tell you what, there's not many tight ends in the league I would trust more than Blue Hayes. And he said he won that round, and that round was enough to get the Aggies back up in the lead and for their first touchdown of the night with 3:19 left to go here in the first quarter. As we see the kickoff to the Cornhuskers, it's going to be fielded at the 1 and brought out to about the 24-yard line by Petty before he's brought down.
And that's a solid return, solid starting point. Nebraska just needs to keep building off what they started last drive and get more points on this board. You cannot let A&M start to build a lead early.
If you do not want to play from behind, if you're the Cornhuskers, is Lucier setting up to make a pass. He's going to the left side. He's just going to sail that one out of bounds.
Live to see another down. See nothing, why throw it? Why force a throw? It's just first down. It's not like you're trying to get a first down right there because you have to. Live to see another down.
Yep, 3 receivers to the left. He hands it off to his back Archer for a 2-yard gain. He's brought down by Red Hawk, I believe.
It was actually Dawson Downey who was there first. Just shot the gap, made the tackle. I think Red Hawk was just behind Downey, but Downey was first point of contact.
As scariest linebacker duo in the league, Dawson Downey and Red Hawk, really, the same people, if you will. Shot the gap again, but he gets his throw up. Landy Brumfield for a 23-yard pickup down to midfield.
Outstanding concentration by Brumfield. Saw the pressure, got his eyes back immediately. And Lucier put that in a great spot where Brumfield had a chance. Because he saw Red Hawk barreling through the gap and said, nope, I know you're from gun barrel, but you're not going to barrel me down to the ground.
Well, he did barrel him there, but good concentration from Lucier allowed him to get that pass off. Handing it off to Archer. He's brought down in the backfield by Martell.
Gets into Martell with an outstanding shed there. Had the pulling guard try to take him, and Xander Martell said, no, sir, I'm sorry to tell you, but get out the way.
That's the 7th tackle for loss on the season for Gage Xander Martell. 3 receivers to the left. He's got a man on a bubble screen. Breaks 1 tackle and pushes forward for an extra few yards is Jay James.
And Dylan Miles was the one who had to clean up that tackle. It looked dead in the backfield. Looked like A&M was going to have them in 3rd and long. But just outstanding fight by this Nebraska offense.
And Nebraska 2 for 2 on 3rd downs as they have another one here. And he throws short and he stays short of the line. 4th and inches coming up for the Cornhuskers. They're going to punt this one away.
Now, I'd be careful. I have watched them fake a punt before. I would not guarantee this is an attempt.
Well, they're going to send it back to the Aggies. It's going to be a touchback. And Malcolm Streets and company will make their way back out on the field.
And we'll see what they can keep building. They got 3 on the first drive. They just got 7. We'll see what this drive is and see how they continue to set the tone for their offense.
Here comes Streets in the offense. Wait, this is Hare out of the backfield of Wildcat. He's got enough room up the left side for a nice 20-yard pickup. Jackson Hare playing quarterback there, but he makes a really good play on the run.
I love that. That's inventive play calling. You have this great weapon in Jackson Hare, and you need to utilize him. Chad Kaler understood the situation. I'm not going to run with him. Not a lot of people can. So let's get him on the sideline and just force him out of bounds so he can't make a big play bigger.
Oh, here's Streets. Empty set, looking to throw. He's got a man over the left side. That's Anthony Weston for another first down.
And Weston took a big hit catching that ball. And also, Malcolm Streets officially the leading passer in the modern era in the CFSL.
Well, congrats. He hands it off to Hare, and he gets a big gain for another Aggies first down.
And this offense is just rolling now. They're rolling on every cylinder, and they are seeing – this is the A&M team we expect to see when we watch them play a football game.
Two receivers to the right here, and he hits his man. Tight window throw. Blue Hayes once again.
I'm shocked Blue Hayes held on to that. The defender did a great job trying to punch that ball out instead of trying to just get the tackle. Hayes, absolute dog, held on to it.
Three receivers to the left side. He pump fakes. He's going to throw deep. He's got his man. Touchdown, A&M. That's Brennan Walsh.
Absolute great job by Malcolm Streets. We can talk about how open Walsh was, but when you're getting hit from your blind side by a defensive player a lot bigger than you, and you throw a perfect ball, that is not talked about enough. As you had Bandit Bingham come free, and you said, okay, cool, I'll eat this hit up. Touchdown!
And that is a perfect throw by Streets. And like you said, with a defender around his back, still a perfect throw. And Brennan Walsh getting his 7th touchdown of the year. Nebraska looking to get this one back after the kickoff. This one's going to be fielded at the 1. Going to be Noah Eugene getting up to about the 21-yard line before he's brought down.
And we'll see how Nebraska responds now. We know that A&M is up 2 scores now. How aggressive does Nebraska want to get this early in?
We're about to find out. Lucier drops back, looks to throw, hit as he threw, and found Theo Petty for a nice 11-yard gain.
And Theo Petty threw a nasty stiff arm at him. But on Nebraska's record side, Theo Petty moves into 3rd in school history, passing Bradley Wingenist.
Everyone's breaking records tonight as he hits Jay James for another 8-yard pickup.
And that's it was Red Hawk who was there to get that quick tackle, not letting much be played after, get got afterwards, if I can speak.
And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 17, Nebraska 7. Stay tuned. We still got 3 quarters of football left. We'll be back here in just a moment. Well, back here for the start of the second quarter. We have 3 receivers to the left for Lucier. He hits the wide receiver screen out to the left side. Decent enough blocking to allow him to get that first down.
And just too much space. Bill Connor didn't jump the screen as you'd think he would. Sat back, let him get the catch, and just worked his way down until he got the tackle.
Well, empty set for Lucier here. Clean pocket, he throws, he finds his man, but it's punched out of there by Dawson Downey.
I don't know if it's punched out as more of a truck was running through the stop sign and did not hit its brakes.
Fair enough. In the backfield is Archer. He hands it off, and my goodness, he's laid out by Red Hawk for a tackle for loss.
Texas A&M is not playing any games right now. This linebacker core, Dawson Downey just laid a death-defying hit. Red Hawk did the exact same thing. These linebackers want to hit.
And that they do. We'll have a Twitch update here for you in just a moment. 3rd and 13 for the Cornhuskers. They're looking for it all, and it's nearly picked off. And that's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to have to punt this one away.
And Dylan Miles almost had that pick, but they're still going to get the ball nonetheless. But over on Twitch, Michael Wesson catches a 2-yard pass for the first score on the night in Clemson. UNC as Clemson now leads 7-0, 8:09 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a good buddy of mine. I believe that's the first touchdown reception of his career as well.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
He brags often about that.
Yeah, congrats to him, his first touchdown catch. And Texas A&M, Streets and company take the field once again. Streets drops back, looking to throw, clean pocket. He's got a man over the left side. It's his running back, Jackson Hare, for a 17-yard pickup.
Jackson Hare's everywhere on the field tonight. Just running the ball. We saw him in the Wildcat. Catching the ball. Just doing everything he can to make impacts on the field.
Usually you don't see running backs get too vertical on these routes, but he was going deep there, and that was a great ball by Streets as we line up here again. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. I believe I see Red Hawk out there at the top of your screen. He hands it off to Hare again for a nice 7-yard gain up past midfield.
And that's just pure speed from Jackson Hare. He didn't get physical. He didn't try to run through anyone. He said, I'm faster than you. I'm going to get my 7, and I'm going to be happy.
So here we go once again. Streets looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle. That's Spencer Beatty for a 13-yard pickup.
Only his second catch on the night, and you usually see more when A&M is rolling like this. But that's just great job by Nebraska, limiting him early.
That's a great game so far by Streets as he hands it off to Hare again for another 7-yard gain.
And it was Kadarian Rivas who ended up getting that tackle in Valente. I have another Twitch update for you after this play.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. We have 3 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Streets looking to throw here on 2nd and 3. He steps up, rolls to the right, throws that one at the ground. 3rd and 3.
Pressure was too much, but over on Twitch, a 42-yard pick 6 by Dante Terry. Clemson now leads 14-0, 7:16 left in the second quarter.
Tell you what, Clemson's been on a roll recently, but so has this Nebraska defense, bringing down Tig Spikes for a 4th and 3.
Bandit Bingham got in there and made the play when they needed it, holding Texas A&M, something that not a lot of teams can do. They've done it twice so far tonight.
Up for a 42-yard kick is Brady Hansen, and it is good. Right down the middle. Or a little bit to the left, but...
As you said, I don't know if that's really the middle.
Yeah. Tomato, tomato.
I mean, I'll give you that one. But that's just great concentration. Right hash kicks are never easy.
At 100% as a 17-yard return by Theo Petty sets up this Nebraska drive, starting from the 18-yard line. As we have 2 receivers to the right, a man in the backfield, a man in motion. He hands it off to Archer. This is his biggest run of the day for 11 yards.
Just great job, hit the gap and just worked upfield, didn't try to get too fancy. It was Red Hawk and no Radloff on the tackle.
A great job by Archer getting that first down. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Tim Tobin for a 12-yard gain.
And Jaden White was just a step behind him. I thought he had a chance to play the ball, but a great throw by Lucier, great job holding on by Tobin, makes a dangerous duo.
The freshman Lucier has been having a pretty good season, nearly 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions as he hands this one off to Archer, and he's brought down in the backfield by Red Hawk.
Red Hawk cleaned up Downey's mess. Downey couldn't quite finish the play, just got a tad thrown off him, and Red Hawk said, come on, man, I got you.
You know what? When there's a lot of white jerseys in the area, you don't have to worry about who makes the tackle, as we have a man in motion here. Hands it off to Archer. Patient run. He's going to get a 9-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 3.
And that's just a strong, good run. Pick up your yards and gain a few yards. That's all you got to do. Keep the ball rolling, make it 3rd and manageable, not 3rd and long.
And 3rd and 3 as Nebraska's 2 for 4 on 3rd downs. We have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the bottom of your screen. He hands it off once again. That's Tyler Archer for a 5-yard pickup. 3 straight runs for Archer.
I like it. He's averaging 3 yards a carry. You know what coaches say about averaging 3 yards a carry, Valente?
You can go for it on 4th down. You'll just get it again.
Yeah,
That's really it. Hands it off to Archer again, and he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, here's the issue when you try to rely on 3 yards of carry. If you get held to nothing, your entire logic goes out the window because 3-yard carries is 90 yards only.
True that. 2 receivers to the left, hands it off to Theo Petty this time, and he only gets a 1-yard pickup after being brought down.
He just couldn't get outside. Jurgen McGregor did a great job containing. Understand Theo Petty's an outside runner, not in between the tackles runner.
Petty used to play running back here for the Cornhuskers as we have a 3rd and 9. They're looking for the screen. He's got a man, but he's brought down in the backfield. It's 4th down.
The walk-on getting some play time. Not on the rush, and he said, "Coach, look at me. I'm sniffing out screens. Give me my offer, please. School's very expensive."
Yeah, that I can attest to that right there. School is very expensive. But when you see Archer and Petty out there running the ball a lot, you're going to have to trot in some of those guys that you're usually not used to seeing on the field and, hope that they can make a play. And he just did a great job there as the Aggies getting this one back. I'll tell you what, this is the best start that any team has had against Nebraska since the start of conference play.
It has, and since conference play, it's been a change of tempo. Nebraska really ramped it up, understanding the challenges they had in front of them and said, we want to meet them head on.
And that they did, looking for the receiver screen. It's blown up, but he's only able to get a gain of 3. That looked like it could have been blown up for a loss, but great job by Beatty falling forward.
Yeah, and I thought Kenny Bear had, for a second, had a chance to get a pick, but an outstanding block came in to save it. That was Brennan Walsh who made a potential pick-saving block. And as you know, we don't throw PI here in the CFSL.
Bear shot in there like a cannon and unfortunately missed his target. 2 receivers to the right. As a man in the backfield, pump fakes the throw, pressure around the edge. He's looking deep. He's got a man, but it's knocked away by Brian James.
Great coverage by Brian James. Jumped out in front, understanding if the ball doesn't hit the receiver's hands, he can't catch it. Only I can, or it's in the turf. Let's get to 3rd down.
3rd and 7, empty set. He's got a man over the middle. It's Spencer Beatty, but it's 4th and 1.
Beatty has to catch that and run. He just tried to conservative catch it. Thought, hey, I'm there. He wasn't, but need better blocking up front, as well as Bandit Bingham yet again just ran free at Malcolm Streets and almost got home for a sack.
3 and out for the Aggies offense as Petty returns. Gets about a 16-yard return, and they're going to start this drive here at about the 45-yard line.
Outstanding field position here. Only need about 30 yards to get into field goal range.
Yeah, but if you're in Nebraska, you want just a bit more than field goal range as Lucier looking to throw. He's got his check down. That's Tyler Archer for 7 yards.
And that time it was Red Hawk playing the middle, saw Archer sneak out the backfield and made it his mission to hit him if he got the ball.
And that's what the Nebraska offense has done today. You don't need it all in one play. They're taking the quick throws as they hand off to Archer for a 3-yard gain. They're going to call it 3rd and 1.
And I'm interested to see the approach here. If you want me to be honest, I think this needs to be a read option. It worked really well for you early in the game. Why not go back?
Yep, Nebraska 3 for 6 on 3rd down, handing it off to Archer again. He's trying to be patient, but he's brought down in the backfield by Gage Xander Martell.
Gage Xander Martell is having a great night of football here. He is playing out of his mind compared to his standards this season. But if you've watched any A&M football, you know just how dangerous he is.
Yeah, Xander Martell walked into this game with 5 tackles for loss, and he is on pace to walk out of this with more than he walked in with, as we see a really good punt, but did it go out of the back of the end zone? Yeah, they're going to say it did, as A&M going to start this next drive on the 20-yard line.
I was ready to jump out of my chair for the band.
Yeah, I feel you. As Street's a lot of time in the pocket. He's going to throw. He's got his man, but this is going to be a questionable play. They're going to throw the flag down. That might be illegal touching. Yeah, so it's going to be illegal touching on Jackson here. Just getting out of bounds and coming back in. That is a no-no in the CFSL.
I was going to say there was no way that was a completion. I think Hare just saw Mayo on the sideline and wanted to get a touch of it.
Hey, fair enough. Some of us like Mayo, but not as much as that guy. Spencer Beatty with a 3-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 12.
You know, people said it last night, the neck roll makes you look bigger. I really thought that was Red Hawk out there catching that screen instead of Beatty.
No, man, the neck roll makes you, it has magical powers. Me and Murph talked about this. Street's looking deep, but it's knocked away by Chad Taylor. But yeah, that neck roll really does, give you some sort of magical powers.
I'm telling you, I thought Spencer Beatty was 6'3". He is 6'3". So I thought he was bigger than that. I thought he was a 6'3", 250-pound linebacker, tight end, not a 6'3", 205 receiver.
As Theo Petty gets this one back to about the 50-yard line to start this next Cornhusker drive. They get about 2 minutes to go before half to hopefully get back into this one.
I'd say they're still in it.
They definitely are, but they want to try and get within one possession. It's caught, but on the sideline. Incomplete.
And they're not going to take a look at it. I might have liked to. I thought the foot got in, but ref says no. I have to agree with the ref. That's the rules.
Is Lucier looking to throw up the left side? It's caught. Dangerous throw. Theo Petty up the sideline for a 17-yard gain.
That is just outstanding concentration by Theo Petty, finding the ball in the air. But what a block by Jay James. He made a 10-yard pass become a 20-yard pass. That is outstanding teamwork from the receiver connection.
And they did a great job. Empty set here for Lucier. And Lucier drops back. He's looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle. It's Landy Brumfield. And they're going to call a timeout after this one.
Great tackling, but Beard, I just want to say I absolutely agree, as I have a running back with a neck roll, and he is not a weenie.
And Lucier looking to take this one himself up the left side for a 6-yard pickup and another Cornhusker timeout.
I love the read option for Nebraska. It absolutely works for them. It has been outstanding. Stay with it, please.
And they're looking for the triple option here. This one blown up by Red Hawk, his 3rd tackle for loss of the night.
Red Hawk is all over the field, but Lucia, you break that first tackle. They're all converging on you because of it. Pitch that ball out. Give your running back a chance.
Beard in chat still calling you a weenie. It's all good because I agree, and we won't agree a lot, Beard, especially over this next week as they're looking for the screen, and he's sacked by Britt Brownstone.
Brownstone just went completely unblocked. No one in his way. They try to set up the screen. The important part of the screen, however, is you have to get rid of the football, and that is something he failed at.
They're talking about in chat, Beard would be the weenie expert. That's not. But there is someone in this game who would be the wiener expert. Trips, if he is watching this game, as KJ Eugene lining up for a 45-yard field goal before half. They're going to try and tick this one down to about 2 seconds on the play clock. It'll leave A&M with a little less than 10 seconds on the kickoff.
We'll see if he makes it as I'm getting ready for a Twitch update that I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe this either. It's up and good by KJ Eugene. Nebraska now with 10 points on the board with 10 seconds left to go in the half.
And over on Twitch, King Love gets a 27-yard receiving touchdown. After they convert on a fake punt. They got a fake punt as they still trail 14-10, 38 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, like you said, very unbelievable, but I can tell you right now it happened because strange things have happened in this league. We see it all the time. 6 seconds left. They're going to hand this one off to Hare. He's going to get a nice 10-yard pickup, and they're going to call timeout.
Noah Eugene, with his fifth tackle, moves into fourth in school history for tackles, and that's the last record I have for the rest of the night.
Well, a lot of records being broken as they're going to go for the Hail Mary. Streets looking deep. We know he's got a cannon. He found his man, but it's picked off by guess who? Noah Eugene.
Hey, Noah Eugene's all over the field. He's making plays. I bet he wishes there was more time on the clock or he would have broken one tackle. We know his ability with the ball, and we would have seen a miracle.
And we are going to halftime. The Texas A&M Aggies are up 20, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers with 10. I said that wrong, but you get what I meant. 20-10 at halftime. Aggies with a 10-point lead. It's been a good game so far, a close game at that. Caleb, give us your thoughts.
I'm going to quickly start this with a Twitch update. As Clemson answered quick with a 57-yard touchdown, it is now 21-10 with 17 seconds to go in that half. But my quick thoughts so far, Nebraska needs to stay with what they are doing. You are getting the stops. You're going to struggle to get stops at times. That's what happens when you're playing Texas A&M, when you're playing this high-powered offense. Stay with the read options. Stay with the run game. Theo Petty has been outstanding today. Lucier has been outstanding. Stay with it and trust your defense to get you the stops you're going to ask them for as the game progresses.
We know that Streets is one of those quarterbacks who are, liable to throw a turnover here and there. As Nebraska leading with 40 seconds of time of possession, and Texas A&M have one turnover. So, I mean, it's a close game on the stats. It's a close game on the scoreboard. You couldn't ask for a better game here to open up our Thursday night. And this one also has playoff implications. If the Aggies can win tonight, next week will be the conference championship game in the Lone Star Showdown. If the Cornhuskers can win, the Texas Longhorns will be crowned Big 12 champions here tonight. So I know the Longhorn faithful are in the chat with their corn hats on. As we start this one with three receivers to the left, he's going to fake the handoff to Archer. He's going to take this one himself up the left side for an 8-yard gain.
That's the read option. You gain 8 yards on it on the first play. I would run that every set of downs at this point, because that's been your bread and butter this year.
It feels like we've yet to see Lucier be stopped on the read option. He's going to fake it here. He's going to run up the left side himself, but he's going to be sacked after a 1-yard gain. That's Dawson Downey, or 1-yard loss.
Outstanding job by Lucier. Limit the damage there. Hey, you're going to get sacked. Try to get out of the pocket, maybe get the first down. But most importantly, let's just limit the damage of a sack. You're going to probably get sacked. Let's only lose one.
They limited the damage, but Lucier took a nice little hit at the end of that one as three receivers to the bottom of your screen. He's looking to throw here on 3rd and 3. Pressure up the right side. He throws, and it's incomplete. Jaden White in coverage.
Lucier is having nightmares, and the nightmare is Gage Xander Martell. That's who brought that pressure. Lucier was panicked because he knew he was coming and he was going to get there and just got rid of it, not wanting to feel that hit.
I can tell you one thing. It is not fun game planning against this Texas A&M defensive line, as they're going to get this ball back at about the 38-yard line as two receivers lined up to the right side. You're looking for the wide receiver screen off the hands of Brian James. That was almost an interception.
He needs to catch that ball. That would have been such a game-changing play because you are relying on a receiver to tackle you, so it's to not make it a 6.
Oh, man in motion here. Streets looking to his right side. He's got a man. That's Brennan Walsh for a 3-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 7.
Good find by Streets. Streets is trying to play it safe, understanding that they are up, not wanting to risk the ball, and it's absolutely a smart game plan.
3rd and 7 here for the Aggies. Tight end in motion. Tight end lining up to block. Streets looking deep. It's caught by Spencer Beatty for the first down.
Just an outstanding throw. Beatty didn't have the entire field to work with, but great selling of the routes. You see 3 different DBs attempt to play 3 different routes, none of the 3 being the corner Beatty ran. Great route running, great throw, just an outstanding connection between these A&M quarterback and receivers.
Absolutely, as Streets looking to throw once again. He's got a man over the middle. It's caught. That's Brennan Walsh for the touchdown, Aggies.
That is as easy as it's going to get when you get past the secondary. Nebraska's done a great job limiting the deep ball. They've hit on one all night, I want to say. That's a play when no one was behind Walsh. Walsh just had a cakewalk. He could have jogged that in. I would say I could have gotten that in, but Noah Eugene would have chased me down.
Yeah, Noah Eugene would have chased both of us down. It's all good. We're not meant to be on this field. That's why we're in the booth and we're talking about the guys on the field. So, yeah, whenever you're, trying to block out that deep ball, you kind of leave the middle of the field open, and that is exactly where Vernon Walsh loves to strike the most. As Lucier here in an empty set, looking to throw up the right side. It's incomplete.
That is all off of pressure. Lucier did not have time to get settled in the pocket. A&M is wanting to hit the young quarterback, understanding that's how you flush the hip.
The receiver to the right side. It's a draw play to Tyler Archer, brought down for a loss of 2.
Red Hawk with his 4th TFL. Just an outstanding tackle and great job by Red Hawk to just get in the backfield and make the play.
That's TFL number 13 for Red Hawk. As we have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Lucier looking to throw, and it's off the hands of his intended target. That would have been a first down, but it's 4th and 12.
The biggest thing I have ever heard get preached to receivers is if you want to make a play, there's one important part of making that play after the catch. You have to have the ball with you, otherwise it doesn't matter. He tried to cut upfield, tried to make an explosive play, just left the ball behind him.
There's a big return up the right side by Bill Connor. They're going to start this drive in plus territory.
Just an outstanding return, and Bill Connor almost had more. An outstanding tackle by 61, appeared to be a lineman, but just great open field tackling.
3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Malcolm Street's looking to throw. Look at the throw up left. He's got his man. That's Spencer Beatty caught, reaching across the line to gain, but it's not a touchdown, but it's 1st and goal from inside the 1.
Outstanding throw, just not enough speed in that secondary. Beatty ran right by his corner. The issue was he put his forearm down to try to reach. You have to do hand and reach because you're considered down with that forearm.
That's a great play there by Beatty. He just really chased the ball there, and Bear had great coverage up until he didn't. Inside the 1 here, Streets. Triple option to the right side. He's not going to pitch it back, and that's a 3-yard loss. Chad Taylor, the one making the stop.
Chad Taylor with an outstanding tackle. Just everyone in that backfield making plays. Exactly what Nebraska wants. They want to hold them to 3. I do have a Twitch update after this play.
The 2 receivers to the left side, an extra tight end on the set, and Streets taking it himself, the speed option for the Aggies touchdown.
Not something we see often, but something that is in Streets' wheelhouse. Just an outstanding play call, first time on the night. But over on Twitch, the other quarterback scored a touchdown on the run as Bojack Merriweather goes 8 yards for a touchdown as Clemson extends the lead 28-10, 6:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Clemson, they've put together one hell of a season, that's for sure. They're really running the table on the ACC right now, and that's a very interesting conference that we could talk about a little bit later on, as Theo Petty gets a 26-yard return.
That conference is taking years off of people's lives. Trust me, I know from experience.
And it's totally not like you have some skin in the game, not like you're the assistant head coach of Notre Dame or anything, but, the 2 receivers to the left for the Cornhuskers, 2 to the right, hands it off to Archer up the middle on the delayed handoff. It's a 7-yard pickup for the Cornhuskers.
Just an outstanding stiff arm from Archer. Drew the man off the field. The issue is he threw only 1 of the 7 defenders, it felt like, around him.
Well, 2nd and 3 coming up for the Cornhuskers. They need some offense more now than ever. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. They're looking for a screen, and he's got his man Archer falling forward for the first down.
It's really rare on screens I highlight the linemen. But what an outstanding job by the offensive line of the Cornhuskers. As a defensive lineman was about to make that play, and the offensive lineman just gave him a nice shove.
Red Hawk with his 10th tackle tonight. He's got Theo Petty on the check down. He's falling forward for a nice 9-yard gain.
And that's an outstanding high IQ play by Lucier. When you see a blitz coming from that side, you throw towards the blitz because someone still has to fill that gap. And that's exactly what he did.
A great awareness by Lucier. Hands it off to Archer up the middle, just getting past the line to gain for a first down here at midfield.
And this offense is moving. Dawson Downey came up and made first contact, got credited with the tackle as he's building quite a nice night tonight.
Well, just shy of the midfield marker. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Archer or Petty in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage with that one.
Gabe Xander Martell with another TFL, his 4th on the night, 9th on the season.
And we talked about it. He entered the game with 5, and there's a chance that he walks out with more than what he came in with. As Lucier drops back, looking to throw deep. He's got his man, and it's knocked away by Dylan Miles.
Great job by Miles, just wanting the ball on the ground. He is trying to avoid Nebraska gaining any momentum right now, and the way you do it is just get that ball in the turf and make them have to try again.
Well, Nebraska 3 for 10 on 3rd down. He's looking deep. Lucier's got his man, Tim Tobin, but it's knocked away by Bill Connor.
Just outstanding job by Bill Connor. Made that catch as hard as possible. That's why A&M wanted him so badly. The freshman is outstanding and making outstanding plays for this defense.
You know, normally I would make a dirty comment right there to what you just said, but I'm going to let that slide for now. That's Bill Connor's 7th pass deflection on the season, and the Aggies going to get this one back here again with a chance to extend their lead. It's been all Aggies since the start of this game. They've been doing a great job. And what do you think they do for the rest of the game? Do they keep pouring it on? Do they slowly wean their way off the gas pedal? What's the Aggies' game plan for the last 13 minutes of game time?
The Aggies, you have to keep your foot on the gas right now. Nebraska can make a big play happen. I get it's been slow for them. Theo Petty can make a play. You need to get this score up there.
Drees looking for the screen up the left side, and it's a brought down for a loss. That's Jackson Hare on the reception.
Good job by Brian James on that tackle. Came up, grabbed him from behind, and said, "You're coming this way with me, sir." The corner gets a TFL, his 2nd on the season.
Well, great start to the drive here for the Cornhuskers, as we have 3 receivers to the left side, and Streets looking for the bubble screen, but just a tad too far, bringing up 3rd and 11.
I think that's Street's way of saying, "Coach, let me throw the ball downfield. You had me throw back-to-back screens. I don't know how to throw screens anymore."
Well, A&M 3 for 7 on 3rd down, 3rd and 11 here. Streets looking for the throw. He's going to throw deep, looking for it all. He's got his man Spencer Beatty for a first down.
And he's having himself a night making big plays downfield. That's his specialty, and he's saying, "This is me. I'm doing this. Give me the ball, coach."
Well, Spencer Beatty is just about 30 yards shy of an 1,000-yard regular season, and he's still got a game to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Streets looking to the left side. He's got his man Brennan Walsh, but he's absolutely tattooed there by Bear.
And I'd like to say thank you to whoever gave me a gift on Switch. I don't know how that happened, but shout out you.
Spread the love over on Twitch. Shout out to Caleb for getting a gifted sub. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Streets handing off to Jackson Hare for a 3-yard gain, 3rd and 5 for the Aggies.
Strong K by Hare, make it 3rd and manageable. Just a perfect situation to say, "Hey, let's pick up a 3rd down again here."
Well, 50-50 on 3rd down for the Aggies as Streets looking for the screen to the left. It's not developing, and he's brought down for the sack. What a play, Jamar Thompson.
Just needs to get rid of the ball. It's there. Actually, I see what happened. The running back got a little hung up, just couldn't get away from it. Outstanding job by the defense to swarm, tackle. Nebraska gets off the field and needs a quick answer. It's still just a 24-point game.
And Nebraska, the perfect time to come alive. Still some life left in this game. Petty with a really good return, 25 yards. And you know what? They've been sitting at this field position a good bit. This is not the first time that they've started near plus territory.
It is not the first time. They've been living in this territory.
And Lucier throwing to the right side. He's got Trenton Lee for a 4-yard pickup, his first catch of the night.
You know, Valente, I'm going to flip the script on you. How many possessions is Nebraska
3.
behind right
3.
now? You're ready.
I am ready. Mort does this to me all the time. Lucier drops back. He's looking to throw. He's going deep, sailing that one out of bounds. 3rd and 6, Cornhuskers.
Just couldn't find anything. Understands a sack here is detrimental to your drive. Sit back, get rid of it, go have a good third down.
Yet to convert a third down here in a while. Looking for the screen up the left side. That's Archer. Great blocking up the left side, and it's a first down, Cornhuskers.
I love the hesitation from Archer. I questioned it for a second. He wanted to see where the block was going. Was he able to push him outside? Did he have to cut? Did Archer have to cut outside? Said, hey, I'm going to wait, get my gap.
The play developed enough just to give him enough time to hesitate like that. Looking for another screen. He finds Archer with Britt Brownstone there for a 3-yard loss.
Great job by Brownstone. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Britt Brownstone was not getting fooled twice.
And shame on Nebraska for running that 2 times in a row and expecting the same results. As 2nd and 13 here, Lucier in an empty set. And they're looking to throw Lucier. He's got his man over the right side, and it's incomplete as he sails that one away.
And just a free linebacker through the gap. I couldn't catch who it was, but just unblocked the story of the linebacker blitz tonight on Nebraska's block.
These linebackers have been getting in freely. Tight window throw there. That's a first down for the Cornhuskers, Jay James.
And that's the arm talent we talked about with Lucier. His arm is outstanding. He will find the gap, and he will hit the gap. Had maybe half a yard on each side and said, perfect.
And it felt like half a second for him to get that one in there as Archer just going to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
Just no space. Great job by this front 5 of Texas A&M to get the tackle.
We'll have a Twitch update here in just a moment. Hands it off to Archer again, looking up the left side. He's going to push forward for a 6-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 4 for Nebraska.
Just a solid run. And over on Twitch, Jaquez Stanley gets a 5-yard reception for UNC as they now trail 28-17 with 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
And that game getting interesting. Looking up the right side is Noah Eugene coming over to the offense, and it's 4th and 5 for the Cornhuskers.
Just to clarify, 5-yard receiving touchdown. I forgot the touchdown part. Kind of important there.
Yeah, 5-yard pass, not getting into the end zone, and now they somehow scored. 39-yard kick coming up here for KJ Eugene, who made one from 45 earlier. This one is up, and it is good. Your score now, 34 Texas A&M, Nebraska 13, with 48 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
And we'll see how A&M approaches this next drive, but most importantly, how Nebraska defends it. How aggressive are they going to get here? Are they going to start sending blitzes, just try to get home, get a quick stops? Or are they going to sit back and continue to do what they've been doing? The questions will be answered here.
You're down 21 points, which is 3 possessions, Caleb. Keep up.
I am aware.
I would assume that you want to at least get creative here. Try and do something that at least you haven't figured out yet. Street's looking to throw deep. He's got his man. Noah Eugene knocked that one away.
Great job by Eugene. He is upset with himself because he realized after he knocked it down the opportunity he had at that ball to force a turnover.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Aggies. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Looking for the bubble screen, and Streets at this point is not a big fan of these bubble screens.
No, it's back-to-back bubble screens he's overthrown. I think he's just trying to make a statement of Cade saying, dude, I just throw the ball deep. That's what I do.
And if that is what he wants to do, is Streets 3rd and 10 looking for the pass. He goes to the outside. It's Blue Hayes as he steps out of bounds. Nebraska going to get this one back.
And it's a quick stop. That's the key point. Question will they answered my question.
You got to look out for that fake punt for sure. As Theo Petty, he's going to go up the left side. This is a really good return. He's going down the sideline. What a return. Theo Petty up into plus territory. 13 seconds left in the half. And resilient as ever, the Cornhuskers are.
Outstanding fight from Petty, but my question was, are they going to wait out the clock? Didn't even let me get the question off to before they decided.
Well, I thought it was going to be about the fake punt because that's been happening a lot more recently. He hits his man up the left side, Jay James, for another first down.
Nice reception. It's probably a last one of the quarter unless they really get on this ball or the clock stops for some weird reason.
Oh, the clock is still rolling. We'll see if they have one more play left into them as an empty set here. And they're going to get the snap off. Lucier up the middle on the slant route, Cade's favorite route. Tim Tobin for a 12-yard first down. And that, folks, is going to be the end of the third quarter. And we might be in for a nice finish here on YouTube. It's 34-13 Nebraska. We'll be back here in just a moment. And we are back, Nebraska, with the chance to cut into the A&M lead. Get those fours up in chat. Receiver screen out to the left side. It's caught by Petty. He's going to get down to the 4-yard line.
Petty was looking for some magic, was able to break one tackle, but couldn't get much more after that first tackle. But they get 3 more good shots, assuming they go for it on fourth down.
You got to assume they're going to go for it on fourth down. Second and goal. They might not even need that opportunity as they look out right. Ben Bell just shy of the end zone, bringing up third and goal from about the 1.
He just didn't get his foot in the turf to cut upfield and get in. Missed an opportunity there.
Well, 3 receivers to the left. Archer in the backfield. They're going to throw this one. Lucier, not a lot of time. The pocket is collapsing, and he's brought down. That's Gage Xander Martell.
10th TFL on the season. He had 5 walk-ins tonight. Doubled that total. He has now doubled his sack total as well. He has doubled every total he had walking into tonight as far as TFLs and sacks go. Have yourself a night.
Well, Gage Xander Martell is having a great night at that. It's 4th and goal, and the Cornhuskers are going for it. Handing this one off to Archer. I don't love the idea of this play call. He's going to try to fight, only getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies are going to take over.
Yeah, I do not love that play call. I think you have to trust your quarterback or go read option there.
I mean, I would have thrown it, but if you were going to run it, I wouldn't have called a draw. Looking to the outside to the screen, it's Anthony Weston for a 1-yard pickup.
Kenny Bear with the quick tackle. Streets making it clear. He can still throw those screens, just not the bubbles.
Yeah, he's like, I'll throw a wide receiver screen, but I really just want a chance to throw vertically again. I love throwing deep balls to Beatty, and they've only given me one chance to do that tonight. He said, give me one more. Please, Coach Cade. As he fakes the handoff, he's going to run himself, breaks off one tackle, and he's hit by Noah Eugene. 3rd and 4 for the Aggies.
It looked like Streets wanted to get rid of that football, avoid the hit. It was just too much space where he said, fine, I'll suck it up.
Now 4 for 10 on 3rd down are the Aggies. They have a 3rd and 4 here as they get the slant route over the middle. That's Jackson Hare for a first down.
You know, I think there's only one program that is going to run their running back on a slant, and it would be a Cade Ran program.
I concur. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Blue Hayes, the man in motion. And the throwing out to the right side on the wide receiver screen is Weston, just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Just nowhere to go. Kendall Simmons makes the quick tackle, gets him down and says, nope, not easy today. Well, anymore.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Streets looking up the left side. It's caught. He's got his man. That's Brennan Walsh going all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
75 yards to the house. Let's make a statement. A&M wanted to say, hey, let's kill any hope Nebraska could still have of coming back, and said right here, right now, we're getting this over with. Outstanding job by Walsh. Got it upfield. His speed is killer. What up statement by AMU on that last play.
Well, Streets has been looking to throw vertical for the last 5 minutes or so, and he got his chance. He wanted it to be to Beatty, I'm sure, but that guy does not have a neck roll. But still, a great play nonetheless as Brennan Walsh crosses the century mark on the night, and the Aggies cross the 40-point mark. It's now 41-13. Aggies leading by 28 points. How many possessions is that, Caleb?
It is a 4-possession game, but over on Twitch, William Owens catches a 5-yard touchdown, his second on the night. Clemson with a 35-17 lead with 6.5 left in the game.
We got an interesting ACC matchup over on Twitch, and Nebraska looking to cut back into the Slade. Lucier looking to the left side. He's got his man Jay James for a 3-yard gain.
I think part of it is they're looking to just build on tonight. You understand what happened. It's going to happen. A&M's a great team. Build upon this game.
And this is a really huge accomplishment for A&M because they're really the first team that's had their way with Nebraska since conference play started. And, you know, A&M, they're coming off of a good week last week against West Virginia, I believe. But, you know, they had a rough loss to Colorado, and they're trying to find their balance before the Lone Star Showdown. And this is the perfect way to do it, as Landy Brumfield gets a 4-yard pickup.
And there's no Radloff on the tackle, but it's also good by Nebraska. We see the score, but for the first half, this was an outstanding ball game. We had no idea where this was going. I mean, 20-10 halftime is a ball game.
It absolutely is. Lucier looking to throw safety up the right side, and he still delivers that throw to Landy Brumfield. He takes a shot at the end of that one.
But these receivers are fighting. They want to stack these points up. They want to say, hey, there's time on the clock, 6 minutes, score, onside. Let's make it a ball game.
You know what? It is definitely possible. We've seen a lot of crazy things, including fake punts, which is, you know, happening a lot recently, as Tim Tobin with a 7-yard reception.
Outstanding catch. Way to hold on to the ball. Just would not let that ball leave his hands. High IQ play.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like Braun Breaker there, just going in for the spear. That was a brutal hit by the A&M defense as the Cornhuskers line up here on 2nd and 3. Tight end in motion. And Lucier takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got his man over the middle. It's Tim Tobin once again for an 8-yard pickup.
And there's Red Hawk who got that tackle, quickly followed after the catch.
I'll tell you what, some of these guys are going to have purple ribs in the morning. Those are linebackers I would not want to be hit by. Blitz coming off the edge by the safety. Gets it off to Tyler Archer for a 7-yard gain.
And that time it was Bill Connor who made the tackle, just quickly brought him down, saying, hey, we're just going to play the game of getting these tackles quick.
A great job by Connor getting the tackle on the Cornhuskers, advancing their way down the field. Hands this one off to Archer up the middle, delayed handoff, and he's going to get a first down.
And they're putting together a really nice drive here. This is what they want to see. These are the drives they love to build.
Now, these are the drives they love to build. They're trying to build towards next week, like you mentioned. They have West Virginia and rivalry week, as Brett Brownstone going to bring him down there. But they're looking forward to West Virginia. And tonight, West Virginia, they're going to get a look at West Virginia as they play Oklahoma on our next YouTube game. So they're going to get a chance to look at next week's opponent. And, you know, we might have a matchup of 2 0-7 teams next week. But, of course, we got to let the YouTube game after this one decide that.
We absolutely do. There's Jorgen McGregor who came up with that tackle.
And Nebraska 6 for 16 on 3rd down. As Lucier looking for a screen, he gets Archer up the right side, but outmanned and brought down 4th and 11. I believe that's the walk-on coming in, making another play.
It was the walk-on who was able to come up with that play.
And same one as earlier. And Nebraska 0 for 1 on 4th down. As safety up the middle, and he's sacked. Turnover on downs. A&M taking over.
Dawson Downey with another sack, his second on the night. Just an outstanding performance by this man tonight. great heads-up play, great play by both linebackers. Him in that outperformed what we'd expect.
Well, I said a safety was coming up the middle. My apologies. It's just he moves like a safety. I thought it was a safety. Making his way up the middle is A&M takeover. They're going to try and run the clock out for the rest of the game as Jackson Hare picks up 7 yards.
We should see a nice dose of Hare through the rest of the game. We'll see how well Nebraska stops it tonight.
And we have a nice dose of Hare, but I don't know if we're going to have a nice dose of Mayo. As 2nd and 3, they're running the clock down. Hare out to the left side. This is a big run. Even though they're up by this much, he's not going to stop turning them legs.
Nope. And Noah Eugene just pushed him out of bounds, knows how fast Hare is, and said, hey, get out of bounds. Let's not have a big play.
As sometimes the best thing you can do is push them out of bounds. We'll have a Twitch update here in just a moment as we're just above 2 minutes left to go in the game as the Aggies looking to take the snap. It's Hare once again up the middle for a 9-yard gain. Hare nearing the 100-yard mark.
And over on Twitch, King Love with a 37-yard receiving touchdown. UNC now trails 35-23 with 3:20 left.
Well, 2nd and 1 here as Hare takes the handoff again. 7 yards. He's up to 96, and he'll have the chance to cross 100 as the clock ticks down. They're going to run this one maybe one more time before they kneel it out.
And it was a good run by Spikes. Over on Twitch, Clemson did recover the onside kick, so they're going to start running clock. And we will see one more snap.
And this will be the final play of the game. It seems like Jackson Hare going to get one more handoff. So they tick it down to the 2 seconds on the play clock. Up the middle is Hare. He gets a nice gain of 13. And that will be the ball game, folks. Jackson Hare crosses 100 yards on the night. With that one, your final score, Texas A&M 41, Nebraska 13. Caleb, give us your final thoughts before we wrap this one up.
I think this was an outstanding performance by AMU. They needed a bounce back. They needed an outstanding performance they could hang their hat on, and we got just that from them.
And that's going to be all for this one, folks. I want to thank our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, Austin Crow, and you, the fans, for tuning into this one. And, of course, my good friend Caleb Allen joining me in the booth tonight. But you know what? We got one more game here over on YouTube for this Week 7 week. So grab a snack, take a nap, but meet us back here at 8:30 Central Standard Time for West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. We'll see you then.